Alright, we just came through the gates of Barkerville. This is the town site. This is the El Dorado mining. Maybe have to do some gold panning. Got my rain jacket on, the sun's coming out, figures, so let's go check some stuff out. Alright, I just finished doing some gold panning at the thing. Got a little bit of gold in my little droplet here. So this is the town site. The question is, where do we start? There's lots of cool stuff here to buy. Gotta get myself a Barkerville beer drinking mug too. And the candy store. I really like the stained glass window. Man, this place is so cool. There's so much here to see. Just try to imagine being back in the day, eh? This whole street would be covered in mud and horses. People roaming around. Just peeking through the drugstore. Man, you'd have to be almost a chemist to mix all those elixirs up for people. The St. George Hotel. Rooms here too. You can get a breakfast menu, vacancy. You said your tooth was hurting. How about a painless tooth extraction for $5? Doesn't look very painless to me by the guy in the chair. Too bad. It would have been kind of cool to go in there and have a drink. Right over the old whiskey barrel there.
There's some in the museum as well.
Watchmaker and jeweler. Oh, there's the brewery. I wonder if they sell booze there. That'd be Chinatown. Wow, richest pan in the caribou, 98 ounces. Back then, Jesus. 196 quarter ounces in 2 days. That's insane. Gold was just found not too far from here, so let's just take this trail up, see what it says. This is where some of that gold was found, right in this creek bed right here. Right here where I'm standing. Early in 1863, they struck the old creek channel and removed incredible amounts of gold. They washed out over 200 pounds, 90 kg of gold in one 24-hour period. Holy shit. If you were to find 200 pounds of gold now, you could retire and then some, be a multi-millionaire. That's insane, the amount of gold found in this area. And there probably still is millions of dollars of gold buried in the ground around these parts. It's crazy talk. This is an old primitive form of pipeline to move the water down to the claim. You can see it kind of pouring out of one joint right there. Miners back in the day were hardcore, innovative, and creative. The early miners found that the pay gravel was often laid 40 to 100 feet under the surface. The wheels were used to pump the water from these deep workings and also lift the gravel to the surface, so that's what that is. That's crazy talk. So there must be like a, when the wheel comes around, there must be like a sluice box or something then maybe. Oh yeah, you can see right down through there. Nice. Here's an old sawmill right here with an old Caterpillar engine on a skid. Turning the belts to turn the saw blade. That thing's massive. And this is a generator that used to power the mine and the town site back in the day. It's a diesel generator. Look at the size of the piston hanging up on the wall there. It's a 5-cylinder diesel engine. When we were touring in Chinatown, when the Chinese immigrants came over to Canada, they faced extreme discrimination from the Canadian government and also from the people here. A lot of the Chinese people, when they came over to Canada, had to pay a $500 head tax just to get in. At that time, it was an insane amount of money. This is in the 1800s. A lot of companies, if they hired Chinese people, were fined, and a lot of times if Chinese people were hired, they were paid a lot lower wages than the white person. The Chinese did play an important part in the growing of Canada, building the railroad across the country, where Chinese had faced horrendous conditions. A lot of them had died carrying the nitroglycerin in to blow up the rocks in the mountains. Like I said, they faced very harsh treatment in Canada in the early days, because the government and everybody else just discriminated against them harshly. This section right here, according to the sign, is where they used hydraulic mining. You see the gun over there in the corner, and where they would have been blasting the hill away here. And then channeled it down, and then ran it through here. I'll try to get closer. It's probably all sort of like sluices and ripples where the gold would get trapped, and then out to the creek. Interesting form of mining. Right here in the picture is blasting. I'll just kind of get that in the video if you guys want to stop and read it. Go ahead. There's the old guns left behind right there. Man, that's crazy talk. You can see right here, all these claims are actually pretty small, but people struck really rich here. You know, $20 per ounce back in the day. 17,500 ounces of gold. I could live in this shack. That looks like the entrance into a mine shaft right there. Burrowed into the side of the mountain.
Open! All clear! Watch carefully. Water is filling the water carrying trays. This side of the wheel has become heavy. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Cornish water wheel. Motion of the drive wheel, up and down motion of the eccentric arm. You have the teeter-totter motion of the walking beam, up and down motion of the drive beams powering the pump. Listen to the bucket's up. Bucket up! Up goes the clutch lever, spool tilts, binds against the rim of the drive wheel, and up comes our bucket of gravel, just as nice as you please. Lock it up. Bring it up. Freewheel. And brake. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You have seen the wheel in operation. You heard the mining plan. What more could I possibly show you to convince you to part with your hard-earned money? Oh, maybe after my own heart. Now, normally a gold cleanup is a private affair. However, since you are potential investors, you should see the potential in the mine. That being said, make your way over to the far side of the sluice box. Let's have a gold cleanup. Now, do recall, ladies and gentlemen, I have 3 shares available. $6,000 per share. I accept cash and checks. No. 3 shares, $6,000. No. I said one in the bucket.
No, I put one in the bucket and I...
Shut up. Oh my.
Yeah, I know.
These are really lovely.
I know, they're beautiful. They are. There's some beautiful going there.
I'm sorry.
It's real nice. What?
We just finished checking out the theater in Barkerville, and it was quite the experience. It was pretty good, I tell you. Not allowed to film on there, but If you're ever in Barkerville, it's well worth it to go and check it out. Alright, the weather's finally cleared and I'm just shooting a time lapse over top of Barkerville here. Trying to get some clouds coming in over. So we can have a better viewpoint of more of the town, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm doing a 45-degree pull, going around counterclockwise. I should be able to get pretty good. But it's nice to see that the sun's finally out, and Barkerville, if you've never been, is definitely someplace cool to put on your list of things to check out. And Elise said there's some sort of thing up over here, so let's go have a look at that. This is where they would funnel the water down to the hydraulic monitor below, which would hydraulically mine the side of the hill. Man, it's beautiful here. Well, I'm going to end my video on Barkerville here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're ever out this way, make sure you put it on your list of things to check out. It's definitely pretty cool. I had a great time. What about you, Elise?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, she says it's pretty fun, so I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy.